Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Either way, it's great to have you here. And today, prior to starting the video, I want to say I hope everyone's staying safe, I hope everyone's staying healthy, and I hope everyone's staying kind to one another. I know in these times, it's a lot of challenges that we are facing in terms of health and community. So I think it is really important for everyone to really be kind to one another, actually empathize and educate yourself on what's going on, and just be better and try to create a positive environment. That being said, I know this is just a sneaker unboxing, but I do hope it's just a positive distraction for you and maybe it brightens your day, or maybe it helps you. You never know. Either way, I'm happy you're here, and I hope you like this video, and make sure you do subscribe to the channel and the blog just so that you don't miss out. So based on the title of this video, you probably have an idea on what the sneaker is. But just to give you some backstory about this particular sneaker is something that I really wanted to get just from the jump when it first released, and when the leaks or the images first released as well, because I was curious about the technology. But I just thought it was ridiculous in pricing. I believe the MSRP in Canada when it first came out was around $450, which was absolutely ridiculous in my opinion. So I wasn't really gonna cop anything like that. But I noticed like over the years, and especially now, the MSRP itself has dropped down significantly. I think from 450 to 3 something. But nonetheless, I thought like right now, like this was a perfect time to grab it, because Livestock, and if you don't know, that's a sneaker boutique in Canada, but they are very popular, and that's actually where I copped from the last sneaker unboxing, the Lapstone and Hammer Saucony collaboration. I copped from them, so I went with them this time around too, just because they had an amazing deal on these sneakers. I believe I saved around $310, which is incredible, and I think around 65% if I'm not mistaken. So I think for that kind of pricing, I just, like I had to go for it. There was one point at Adidas where I could have got it for 85% off, but I just kind of let it slip. So this was kind of like the redemption time. So like 65, 85%, both great deals, but might as well just actually go grab it, add it to the collection, and also see for myself, is this technology worth it? If you don't know already, the sneaker that I'm going to be unboxing is the Adidas ZX4000 4D. And yes, as you can see here, this is the official box for the Adidas ZX4000 4D. I'm curious to see what's inside, so let's get to the unboxing. So here we have the boxing, the packaging. It's actually pretty nice. As you can see here, it's kind of like a futuristic kind of coating on the upper, and even the packaging, the way it is, it's pretty nice. It's different from what it is. You kind of see this little nice pattern, and as you can see, all the details. But like I said, it's not really the typical Adidas box, which I do like. It's a little minimalistic, but it's still a bit different. So yes, if you haven't noticed, Adidas 4D over here. And the way that the box is, to unbox it, you just slide it open. So you see the Tri-Fold logo. There you go. In terms of the wrapping paper, however, it is kind of basic. It's not too basic, but it is pretty basic. You kind of have the Tri-Fold logo. I know it's kind of hard to see, but that's pretty much what it is. And yeah, like you can kind of see each one wrapped over here. So this is the want side, the I want side. And over here, you have the I can, right? So the I want I can packaging. There's nothing else special else that comes with the packaging. This is it. So in a nutshell, the unboxing part of it, it's not all that fancy, but let's get into the details. So the sneakers out of the box, and this is the I want I can pair, and the colorway, of course, I should say. I didn't mention it before, kind of trying to build suspense, but nonetheless, I think these are really dope execution and dope concept that they really came about with. But prior to actually talking about the details and the specs on these, I want to talk about kind of the technology and maybe just kind of like the whole background of this particular sneaker. So one of the striking details that you immediately see with these shoes is this kind of like this misty green midsole over here. Believe it or not, this is the big hype and kind of like the biggest element of this particular sneaker. Of course, you can kind of see like the prime knit upper, the different lace locks and everything like that, and of course the support system as well here, like the torsion kind of support system that you usually see with the Adidas ZX models, but we'll get into that as well. But yeah, so just pretty much the history behind this, or the significance I should say about this, is the 4D technology here, and that's can be best seen in this misty green midsole. What that is really is that Adidas, they've kind of announced it for a couple years that they're working on something new to really kind of take off from Boost really. And Boost technology, if you don't know, is what you see on Kanye's line, on some of Pharrell's popular lines, and the NMDs. A lot of popular Adidas sneakers have Boost technology. They kind of look like styrofoam or white styrofoam or something like that. I know that's what people say often, so if you don't know, maybe that's can jog your memory, but nonetheless, that's very popular, especially with the Ultra Boost, which is really comfortable and really popular, and has done really well for Adidas. So they kind of wanted to launch something new. They officially launched it, I believe, in January 2018. Since then, you know, it hasn't really been popular. A lot of people are saying it's not as comfortable, but they do appreciate and are intrigued by the efforts. So kind of more backstory about the 4D tech. It's a collaboration between Adidas and a company called Carbon to make these amazing midsoles. Really, like, it's really striking. It's really different, and I wouldn't say polarizing, but it is very unique. But this is all 3D printing, and that's kind of how the whole future of running, the future of sports, and just kind of like the future of business as well, that Adidas was trying to go for. And that's what they really wanted to do. So they did a lot of research just to kind of have something that's more comfortable, more sustainable, of course, as well. So this is what they came up with. You kind of see with different models, the Alpha Edge is a popular one. I know Pharrell has one as well, but you know, this one is a hybrid actually, so it's like the future meets the retro. And I say retro because the upper on this is for the ZX, and as you can see over here inside the tongue, you can kind of see it over here, this kind of logo, the symbol. Whenever you see that, that's for the ZX models. They're very popular. And I think this one, the ZX 4000, actually the original sneaker itself came out in the 80s. So this is kind of like the 80s mixed with the futuristic kind of feel to it. So that's really cool. And of course, they have this kind of special embroidery stitching on it, which is actually really cool as well. In terms of the details of the sneakers, as you can see, they kind of want to go for something striking, that's something with the contrast. So you can see that's lime kind of green, volt green, and then you have this vibrant orange over here, just kind of contrasting here on the outside of it, on the actual upper, and then of course inside the sock liners are actually different. And once again, these are a contrast, but they're still within the same color scheme. You kind of see it with the heel tab as well. So I think I do really like the consistency on it. The 3 stripes itself is embroidered as well, so I think that's pretty subtle. So I think for Adidas, they really want you to see this I want, I can first. Actually, they want to see the midsole first, and then the I want, I can, and then, you know, you kind of figure it's Adidas from there. What I really like about this is just kind of like the rubber on it. It feels really good, but you know, at the end of the day, I know a lot of people have been saying that Adidas is, for this particular 4D shoes and silhouettes, they're not comfortable, and I know the Ultra Boost is what they're really comparing it to, but you know, I really want to try for myself. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm actually going to put these on feet. I'm going to test it out. I'm going to see how these actually fit, and I'm going to go for a walk and see how these actually feel after a little bit of while. Put them to the test, and I'll let you know what I think. All right, everyone, so I'm back. It's been a couple days, and it just kind of allowed me to actually get a true verdict on these particular sneakers. Overall, I think if you're going for sizing wise, go true to size, keep in consideration a breakout time, and don't be going for comfort as the number one priority. If so, I don't think these sneakers are for you. However, if you are looking for something that's cool in design and does have some comfort as well, right, a little bit more than the standard kind of sneaker, then I think these are a good fit for you. But overall, I think this was a really dope sneaker. I think for the price that I got it for, I'm happy with it. I think also in terms of just kind of like, I'm not really going for comfort, especially for these sneakers. I have other sneakers for that. So for this, right, I'm satisfied. But you know, if you have a pair, let me know what you think, right? Especially if you bought it for the actual retail price. I want to know what you think. I feel like if I did buy for the actual retail price, maybe my opinion would have been swayed a bit. I'll leave the link in the description below to the blog post, because that actually has more details, more photos, and just kind of more information as well about these particular sneaker. So that way, if you are interested in copying a pair, or if you just want to get more information about 4D tech, then you can definitely do so with the post. So make sure you subscribe to that vlog and the channel. And until next time, peace.